Hello, beautiful soul, and welcome to the See Yourself channel. Have you ever sat down to meditate, expecting peace and tranquility, only to find yourself flooded with uncomfortable thoughts, overwhelming emotions, or even a sense of panic? If so, you're not alone. Today, we're going to explore the dark side of getting quiet during meditation, why our minds sometimes resist stillness so intensely, and most importantly, I'll share with you the most effective method I know for processing and neutralizing difficult emotions that arise so they no longer control you. In this video, you'll discover why silence can feel so threatening to the human mind, backed by scientific research, and learn a powerful EFT tapping technique that can transform your relationship with difficult emotions, both in meditation and in life. Let me start with a study that perfectly illustrates just how uncomfortable we can be with our own thoughts. Timothy Wilson and his colleagues at the University of Virginia published research in the prestigious journal Science that shocked the scientific community, and I mean literally. In this study, participants were placed in a room alone and given two options: sit quietly with your thoughts for 6 to 15 minutes, or give themselves a mild electrical shock. Now, you might think this is an easy choice. Who would choose to shock themselves? Here's what they found. A staggering 67% of men and 25% of women chose to self-administer electric shocks rather than continue sitting alone with their thoughts. Some participants shocked themselves multiple times. One person administered 190 shocks to himself during the thinking period. Think about that for a moment. These people found being alone with their thoughts so uncomfortable, so unbearable, that they preferred physical pain. They chose to hurt themselves rather than face what was going on in their minds. The participants reported experiencing intense boredom, difficulty concentrating, and general discomfort during what researchers called the thinking period. The study revealed our profound tendency to seek stimulation, any stimulation, rather than face unstructured thought, even when that stimulation involved discomfort or pain. This research suggests that people prefer to do something, even if it's negative, rather than do nothing at all. And this has profound implications for anyone trying to meditate or find stillness in their lives. So why does silence feel so threatening? Why do we resist stillness so intensely? When we get quiet, whether in meditation, prayer, or just sitting peacefully, we're suddenly confronted with thoughts and feelings that we've been either ignoring, repressing, or completely unaware of. Our busy lives, our constant stimulation through phones, TV, work, and social interactions serves as a buffer, a distraction from what's really going on inside us. But in the silence, there's nowhere to hide. Suddenly, that anxiety you've been pushing down surfaces. The grief you haven't processed comes bubbling up. The anger you've been avoiding hits you like a wave. The memories you've buried start replaying. The worries about the future that you've been too busy to fully feel suddenly demand your attention. These emotions may take us completely by surprise. We sit down expecting peace, and instead, we're flooded with intensity. And while we're sitting in silence, it can be difficult to know exactly what to do with these feelings. Sometimes these emotions can be so intense, they cause a sense of panic. The complete opposite of the relaxation that meditation is supposed to provide. Your heart starts racing, your palms get sweaty, you feel like you can't breathe, and every fiber of your being wants to get up and run away, to do something, anything, to escape what you're feeling. This is just your nervous system's way of protecting you, but it's also what keeps many people from developing a consistent meditation practice. They try to sit quietly, get overwhelmed by what comes up, and conclude that meditation doesn't work for them. But here's what I want you to understand. This is not a sign that you're doing something wrong. This is actually a sign that meditation is working. It's bringing to the surface what needs to be healed, processed, and released. The challenge is that most of us don't know how to properly process these emotions when they arise. We either try to push them back down, judge ourselves for having them, or get so overwhelmed that we abandon our practice altogether. But suppressing emotions doesn't make them go away. They become trapped in our bodies, creating tension, illness, and disease. They continue to influence your thoughts, behaviors, and reactions in ways you may not even realize. When we don't process emotions properly, they can traumatize our nervous system, knock us off balance, and create patterns of anxiety, depression, and reactivity that affect every area of our lives. Today, I want to share with you what I believe is the most effective method for processing and neutralizing emotions. It's called EFT Tapping, also known as Emotional Freedom Technique. EFT Tapping is a powerful healing modality that combines ancient Chinese acupressure with modern psychology. By gently tapping on specific meridian points on your body, while focusing on the emotion or memory that's causing you distress, you can literally reprogram your nervous system's response to that trigger. The beauty of EFT is that it works with your body's energy system to release trapped emotions and restore balance. It's like having an emotional reset button that you can use anytime, anywhere. The benefits of EFT tapping are incredible and well documented. EFT reduces cortisol levels by up to 43% in just one session, decreases anxiety and depression symptoms, improves emotional regulation and resilience, releases trauma and PTSD symptoms, reduces physical pain and chronic illness symptoms, improves sleep quality and energy levels, and enhances overall well-being and life satisfaction. I don't know about you, but as a highly sensitive person, I've spent most of my life searching for an effective way to process difficult emotions. Before I discovered EFT, the only tool I had was talking about my feelings. But that rarely brought real relief. If anything, it often reactivated the same painful memories and emotional patterns I was trying to escape. You've probably heard the saying, where focus goes, energy flows. Well, talking incessantly about my problems and focusing on my issues only intensified them. I'm so grateful I found EFT, a practice that allows me to tune into what's really going on inside, name what's bothering me, and gently guide my focus from negativity towards healing, clarity, and solutions. Now I get it. You might be warming up to the idea of EFT, but let's be real. It does look a little odd at first. You might even be thinking, I wouldn't be caught dead doing this weird looking tapping thing. But before you write it off completely, consider this. Several respected public figures have openly embraced EFT as a powerful tool for emotional well-being. Whoopi Goldberg has reportedly used EFT to support emotional release. Naomi Harris, known for James Bond and Moonlight, used EFT to overcome performance anxiety, and her mother is even a certified EFT practitioner. Iyanla Vanzant, spiritual teacher and host of Iyanla Fix My Life series, demonstrated an EFT exercise on her show, calling it a spiritual healing practice to release negative energy. So if some of the most grounded and successful people in the spotlight are turning to EFT to care for their mental health, maybe it's worth giving a try. Forget for a moment that prominent celebrities are using this powerful tool, and consider the story that I'm about to share with you. When I first heard it, I was so moved that I could no longer dismiss the seemingly miraculous effects of EFT, no matter how unusual they may look. One of the most compelling examples of EFT's impact comes from the work of Lori Layden, founder of Project Light Rwanda. Lori and her team traveled to Rwanda to support survivors of the 1994 genocide, individuals who had endured unthinkable trauma, grief, and loss. During that terribly dark period in history, 1 million people were murdered in 100 days. Many orphan children saw their family members murdered right before their eyes. Even though the Rwandan people had done an amazing job rebuilding their country, the impact of the trauma the country endured was lingering. When the pilot program for Project Light Rwanda was launched in 2012, though 18 years had passed since the national tragedy, the impact of the program was life-changing for hundreds of people then, and now several thousands of people who have been touched by this extraordinary program. Using EFT tapping, the Project Light team was able to help these survivors process their grief, release their traumatic memories, and move forward with their lives in ways that traditional therapy hadn't been able to achieve. The results were so profound that it demonstrated EFT's ability to heal even the deepest wounds and most severe trauma. If EFT can help survivors of unimaginable trauma begin to heal, just imagine the relief it can offer you as you face the everyday emotions and inner turbulence that can arise during meditation. Whether it's anxiety, restlessness, or emotional discomfort, EFT can help you gently return to a place of calm and clarity. Now, I'm going to guide you through a simple tapping sequence designed specifically for those moments of stillness when emotions bubble up and you need support to stay grounded. This technique will bring you back to the present moment where you have power, where you are safe, and where peace is possible. But first, let's take a moment to understand how tapping works and where the key points are on your body. We'll be tapping on 9 specific points on the body, firmly but gently. Think of it like drumming your fingertips on a table. Enough pressure to feel the sensation, but not so much that it's uncomfortable. As we tap, we focus on a distressing emotion or situation. EFT is scientifically backed. It sends calming signals to the amygdala, the brain's emotional center. The amygdala processes and stores emotionally charged memories and plays a key role in triggering our stress response, the fight or flight mode. By tapping, we regulate this response and allow our nervous system to settle. EFT helps you identify and name what you're feeling, understand the meaning behind strong emotions, and process and release emotional distress. And the best part is, the results can be lasting. Here's how the practice works, broken down into 4 simple phases. In phase 1, we identify and rate the emotion. Choose a physical or emotional pain that is bothering you. Rate its intensity on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the most painful, and 1 being no discomfort at all. In phase 2, we tap through negative emotions. Tap on specific points while acknowledging the negative thoughts and sensations. You may need to go through 2 or 3 rounds of this phase or more, depending on the intensity of the discomfort you are experiencing. Keep tapping until you feel a shift. Here's a quick note about phase 2. During this phase, it is also important to make a statement of love and acceptance. This step is crucial after acknowledging your negative emotional state because it helps you to neutralize negative emotions, create space for self-compassion, and shift the focus from self-judgment to self-acceptance, which is essential for healing. If you have trouble making the statement that you love yourself, this can be the focus of another EFT session. And if you would like me to post an EFT video on the topic of loving yourself, please drop a comment below. I'm here to support you in your healing journey, and I believe that you have everything you need to give yourself relief, peace, and even joy when you need it. Okay, so let's get back to the phases. In phase 3, we reframe the negative emotions with positive statements. So once the emotional intensity starts to drop, we'll shift to tapping on positive, empowering statements that help you reframe your thoughts and open space for healing. In phase 4, we reassess and reflect. We stop tapping, take a deep breath, and re-rate the emotion on the same 1 to 10 scale to notice any changes or relief. Now that you understand the phases of tapping, let's locate the 9 tapping points on your body. The first is the karate chop point, the outer edge of your hand. Either hand is fine. The second point is found at the eyebrow, where the brow begins near the bridge of your nose. The third point is the side of the eye on the temple, right beside where your eyebrow ends. The fourth is under the eye, on the bone directly below your eye. The fifth point is under the nose, in the groove between your nose and your upper lip. The sixth is the chin, the crease between your lower lip and your chin. The 7th point is your collarbone, about an inch below your collarbone actually, and a few inches from the center. The 8th point is under the arm, around 4 inches below the armpit where the bra strap sits. The final point is on the top of the head, at the crown. You use both of your hands to tap with all 10 fingers. One round of tapping includes all 9 points. And know that the karate chop point is used only during the first round to set up your practice. Don't worry if it sounds like a lot, I'll guide you through every step. Once you get started, it becomes second nature. In today's practice, we will do 2 full rounds of negative statements, followed by 2 rounds of positive reframing. You're welcome to pause the video and repeat any part until you feel relief. Just remember, you need to physically tap. Many people just listen, but real relief comes from actually doing the tapping. Don't skip it. Give yourself the peace you deserve. Now let's begin with phase 1. What emotions arise for you when you sit in stillness? Is it anxiety, sadness, anger, fear, restlessness, or something else? Whatever you notice, let it be there without judgment. Now rate the intensity on a scale of 1 to 10. Place your hands on your heart. Take a deep breath in and let it go slowly. Now let's tap on the karate chop point. Repeat after me. Even though I feel this anxiety, fear, or sadness when I get quiet, and it's uncomfortable and overwhelming, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though stillness brings up emotions that I'd rather avoid, I choose to love and accept myself exactly as I am. Even though my mind resists silence, and I feel safer when I'm busy or distracted, I'm open to finding peace in stillness. Let's start round 1. At the eyebrow. This discomfort with stillness. The side of the eye. This fear of what I might feel. Under the eye. This overwhelming emotion when I get quiet. Under the nose. This urge to escape, to do anything but sit here. Chin. This panic that rises in the silence. Collarbone. These memories and emotions I've been avoiding. Under the arm. This resistance to being myself. Top of the head. It feels unbearable. Back to the eyebrow. I don't think meditation is for me. Side of the eye. It's so frustrating to feel out of control. Under the eye. I feel so uncomfortable just sitting here. Under the nose. I don't want to feel these emotions. Chin. I hate feeling overwhelmed. Collarbone. I don't want to feel this fear. Under the arm. I wish I could release this resistance. Top of the head. All this discomfort with stillness. Now take a deep breath. Slowly let it go. And let's begin tapping with empowering statements. First, at the eyebrow point. I choose to believe stillness can bring peace. Side of the eye. I'm open to using tools that help me process emotions. Under the eye. These feelings are here for a reason. Under the nose. These emotions carry a message. Chin. By listening to them, I can create a better life. Collarbone. I choose to support my emotional healing. Under the arm. I believe I can handle whatever comes up. Top of the head. I'm grateful for this tool that helps me feel safe and grounded. Let's do one more round, back to the eyebrow. I am safe in this moment. Side of the eye. I can handle whatever emotions arise. Under the eye. These feelings are temporary. Under the nose. I have the power to release what no longer serves me. Chin. I choose to be present with compassion. Collarbone. I'm learning to trust stillness. Under the arm. I trust my ability to navigate anything. Top of the head. I am safe, strong, and capable of finding peace within. Take one more deep breath. Let it out slowly. Check in with the emotion you tapped on. Rate it again on your 1 to 10 scale. Now notice what has shifted. The beauty of EFT is that you can use it anytime, whether you're meditating or just navigating your day. Whenever emotions feel overwhelming, you can tap and come back to balance. Remember, the goal isn't to erase your emotions. They're part of being human. The goal is to receive the message that your emotions are sending you, process the feelings, and then release them so they don't stay stuck inside of you or worse, overtake you. So the next time emotions come up in your meditation practice, here's what you can do. Acknowledge what you feel without judgment. Welcome the messages that come in the stillness. Use tapping to reduce the intensity of any emotional pain or overwhelm that arises, and return to your stillness with more peace and clarity. You have everything you need inside you. You deserve peace, clarity, and joy. So let's keep tapping into it together. This transforms meditation from something that might feel threatening into a powerful tool for emotional healing and personal growth. As you continue your meditation practice, remember that encountering difficult emotions isn't a sign that you're doing something wrong. It's a sign that you're doing something incredibly right. You're creating space for healing, for release, and for transformation. The silence that once felt threatening can become your greatest ally in creating the life you truly want. one filled with peace, with clarity, and authentic well-being. If this video helped you, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content on meditation, emotional healing, and personal growth. And please hit that notification bell if you want to be notified as soon as a new video is uploaded. Until next time, be gentle with yourself and keep tapping into your inner wisdom. See you in the next video.